What's up, everybody? What fuck are you doing that weird thumb thing for, Timmy? The hell? What the hell? What the hell? I'm closing down a bunch of shit so y'all don't get fucking... I'll leave that open so I can read it. Pulled up some laws here. Let's change over. I'm gonna blast this out. I didn't need to make a macro for changing scenes. Alright. Actually, this is probably the one we're gonna read right now because it's the one I'm most interested in out of the other things. We'll probably read these two over here. S1094, Department of Veterans Affairs Accountability and Whistleblower Protection Act 2017. HR 657, Follow the Rules Act. Both of these are fairly short. Alright. Presidential Executive on Reviving the National Space Council was passed or written. There's an executive order. So he made this order on June 30th, 2017. I'm also listening to The Weeknd. I really do fuck with a few of The Weeknd songs. Not all of them, though, because I'm a prick. Because I'm an asshole. And you gotta fucking go that extra mile. I'm gonna turn on fucking this other dude named Osamu Kitajima. Check out his album on YouTube, Dragon King. It's fucking fire. Hot kill. Hot kill. Alright, let's get into it. Presidential Executive Order on Reviving the National Space Council. Actually, you know what? We should build this up for a minute. We'll talk about my day. Picked up some job applications, but I went to go pick up job applications, and the places I walked to all told me that I had to apply online, which works fine for me. It's papers I can't fuck up, but, you know. I like having the paper because it makes me feel like I've done something more than just like walk to a building I didn't need to. So one of the places I went to, I'm not going to say where it is because I kind of want the job, is I went in there and on their fucking sign it says, looking for help, inquire inside. So I go inside and they're like, oh yeah, it's on a website. I'm like, the fuck, man? And they say I got applications waiting for me, dog. Fuck. I thought I'd be fucking, here we'll switch over scenes again. Sorry y'all for the fucking endless scene barrier there. And I'll come back over here and I'll just chat for a second if anybody's in here. But so, fuck dog. I thought you had applications because your sign said inquire inside. So boom. Now we're here on my shitty mic. I need to get a better mic. That's part of the reason why I want to get a job so I can get an actual setup. I don't care what job it is, man. I'll fucking wash dishes, bro. I don't give a shit. No, I told somebody I'll alphabetize dog shit, man. I don't give a fuck. You pay me minimum wage, I'll alphabetize dog shit 8 hours a day. Done. That's how much I want a job. Yesterday was 4th of July. Besides recording YouTube videos, I was out picking up applications. Everybody's out partying, fucking hit 3 or 4 spots. So what's up? Y'all looking for workers? Because I'm looking to work. I ain't looking for holidays. I'm looking for friendship. Like, I have friends, and I don't really celebrate holidays. I celebrate 420 every day. As soon as I'm fucking done fucking with my shit, with my day. Yep. I don't have any weed right now, but that's the way it is. My stream health is yeller. It's probably because I'm listening to too much dankery on the fucking thing there. So what we're gonna do is unplug this from here, plug this in here, and I'm gonna turn on some music. Boop boop doop boop doo. Oh hey, that's a thing. Good thing you guys can't see that, because that's what we call incriminating evidence. What'd you do? Maybe, I'm not saying this is the exact thing that happened, but I might have found on the internet, you know, somewhere, somehow, some rules to a game I play. I already have, this is my Xenos 2 right here. I already have fucking the rule books for my main faction. I I just got it all because I was fucking like, yeah, if my friends want it, I could at least print it off for them, right? I'm not gonna try and steal fucking G-Dub's proprietary shit because I think that's a little fucked up. I wonder why my stream health isn't that option. It says I'm connected at fucking my normal speeds, but over here on my stream health thing, we're gonna go on 5 because I figure I'll give 10 minutes for people to come in. Not that, you know, I don't think anybody else is gonna come in, but who gives a shit, right? Let's give, because it's something that people do. I figured out one of the mistakes I was making was I wasn't waiting long enough for people to like actually join my stream. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fucking wait for a little while and just chillax, because you gotta wait. I mean, I don't think it changes too much for me because I don't think anybody's watching anyways. But hey, this ain't about getting all the eyes on the planet on me, man. This is about me, this dude right here, fucking putting in the effort, putting in the groundwork, putting in the base layer. Because you motherfuckers can't see the base layer, but the base layer is the most important. If you don't have a strong, unseen foundation, your house is gonna crumble. So you have to build a strong foundation first. I'm just watching myself gesture on my YouTube channel. Ah, shit. Let's go look at some orc memes. I really need to get I'll set that one up afterwards. And there it is. This is actually one of my favorites. We're gonna pop that open in another. I don't know why this is that color. Hold on. Let's see if we can change things here. I don't know. Well, let's start off with one of my favorite orc memes here. Pakao! I bet the fucking humans did this! I like that one. That one makes me giggle. We're gonna change music up here real quick. Alright. I'm gonna find y'all another quick meme here. Oh yeah, it's tasty. I got a bunch of really tasty memes off the internet yesterday. Oh, they're in the other folder. And that's exactly why I didn't let you guys in this folder. Why? There's tons of porn in there. Orc memes, porn. That's all that's in that folder. I was like, I don't want to broadcast a folder where I may or may not keep some pornogs. What the fuck? I'm checking out, you know, whatever. Is it in the downloads? I think it's in the streaming folder where all my tasty. This one's fucking fantastic. It's not an orc meme. Look at the Tyranid anatomy, guys! Nope, 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 nope. And we can go down here. There's no porn here. Laughs in heretic. Kill them all! Come on, Katia! Your hips are getting pierced as a fucking Black Templar stabbing some guy in the face. Ordered not to shoot the prisoners. Uses his bayonet. Fucking tasty memes here. All them dank memes. 40k Funnies, created by Jerry, Val, and Justin Scheiblanche. Comic number 15, it came like a chain reaction. Somebody shouted, "Woo! Baby, woo! Disco Inferno, Warhammer." Is that 40,000? It's trademark, Games Workshop. I's wanting you for biggest war ever. Go ahead. Call the Inquisition. I don't give a fuck. Even in death, I am Alfarius. It matters not which army you think you play. You play Alpha Legion. Alright, that's all the dank memes. Alright, we're gonna switch scenes over here again. We're 2 seconds out from the appropriate timer. Look, stream health's back. We're back to green. Alright. We're changing scenes back. And boop! Real quick there. Alright. Presidential executive order on reviving the National Space Council. Executive order. Bunch of dots. Reviving the National Space Council. By the authority vested in me as the president, by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, and in order to provide a coordinated process for developing and monitoring the implementation of national space policy and strategy. It is hereby ordered as follows. Section 1. The National Space Council. It's the National Space Council. I'm calling that's what I'm calling it forever now. I'm going to call it TNSCC, or just the Space Council. That's fucking great. I'm going to screenshot that shit for later. Was established by Title V of Public Law 100-685 and Executive Order 12,675 of April 20th, 1989, establishing the National Space Council. The council was tasked with advising and assisting the president regarding national space policy and strategy. The council was never formally disestablished, but effectively ceased operation in 1993. This order revives the council and provides additional details regarding its duties and responsibilities. Section 2. Section 2! Revival and composition of the National Space Council. National Space Council is hereby revived and shall resume operations. The council shall be consulted of the following members. Oh, really? The Vice President, who shall chair the council. The Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense, Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Transportation, Secretary of Homeland Security, Director of National Intelligence, Director of Office Management and Budget, the Assistant to the President for National Security Affairs, the Administrator of National Aeronautics and Space Administration, the Director of Office Science and Technology Policies, the Assistant to the President for Homeland Security and Counterterrorism. For a second I thought that said counter-consumerism because I'm dumb. The Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff and the heads of other executive departments and agencies, parentheses, agencies, and other senior officials within the executive office of the president, as determined by the chair. Section 3. Function of the council. The council shall advise and assist the president regarding national space policy and strategy, and perform such other duties as the president may, from time to time, prescribe. In particular, the council is directed to review state's government space policy, including long-range goals to develop a strategy for national space activities. SpaceX kicks NASA's ass. We'll get into that later. Develop recommendations for the president on space policy and space-related issues. Monitor and coordinate implementation of the objectives of the president's national space policy and strategy. Foster close coordination, cooperation, and technology and information exchange among the civil, national security, and commercial space sectors. Yeah, this is 6 parts. I haven't read the parts. Part 5, because I don't really know the difference. Advise on participation in international space activities conducted by the United States government and facilitate the resolution of differences concerning major space-related policy matters. The council shall meet at least annually. The revival and operation of the council does not interfere with the existing lines of authority or in responsibility for any agencies. The council shall have a staff headed by... Oh, we'll do this one more. The council shall have a staff headed by a civilian. Executive secretary appointed by the president. Responsibilities of the chair. The chair shall serve... I can't do that goofy voice anymore. I'm fucking gonna lose my voice. The chair shall serve as the president's principal advisor on national security policy and national space policy and strategy. The The chair shall, in consultation with members of the council, establish procedures for the council and establish the agenda for council activities. The chair shall report the president's report to the president quarterly on the council's activities and recommendations. The chair shall advise the council as appropriate regarding the president's directions with respect to the council's activities and national space policy and strategy. The chair may recommend to the president candidates for the position of executive secretary. I'm going back in the voice because this is fucking... Like when I started reading this, oh, this is some fucking old-timey bullshit. At least that's what it seems to me. Now, I don't know the full impact of these. I'd have to research a few more laws, but so far this just sounds like more backroom dealings, more fucking government organizations that we don't know what they're talking about when they're meeting. It's just fucking, like I said when Trump got elected, say hello to the new boss. Same as the old boss. People just so upset about it, and they're like, that's fucked up, motherfucker. So they're just dick riding them, like, he's the greatest president. Yeah, he's just largely doing the same. More backroom dealings, more fucking political favoritism. It's, to me, it's largely the same. Some people are like, woo, 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 that's because you're dumb, Timmy. No. Obama ran off favoritism. That's why I was so fucking militantly against him. And I'm ending up the same way against El Trumpo there. Give me fucking 8 years under Trumpy here. I'm fucking railing against him just as hard as I was fucking railing against Obama at the end. All the difference is, I got more, I don't know. It's hard for me to say. All the difference is, I think Obama's in better shape. And I've already talked about this once on my stream. We'll get into it. Out of all the presidents that would look the best naked, I think it would be Obama. At least in the last few. Like, out of like fucking Bill, out of like G-Dubs, out of Obama and Trump, because those are the ones that were president while I was alive. And we can go even back to like Bush 1 and Reagan. Still gonna be Obama, because he like looked the most fit. I think he like actually was the most fit. I could be wrong there. That's where that's all coming from. Not like we give a shit, or anybody gives a fuck. That's just some crazy shit I think about when I'm getting high. Off what? Legal pot, dog. You like roads? Fucking legalize it. National space policy and strategy planning process. A. Each agency represented on the council shall provide such information to the chair regarding its current and planned space activities as the chair shall request. Part B. The head of each agency that conducts space-related activities shall, to the extent permitted by the law, conform to such activities to the President's national space policy and strategy. I'll jump back in the chat and talk to you guys if you post anything after we read this. On space policy and strategy matters relating primarily to national security, the Council shall coordinate with the National Security Council. That's going to be great. To create policies and procedures. No corruption there. To create policies and procedures for the council that respect the responsibilities of the NSC under existing law. Yeah, they basically, that right there, that's them saying, yeah, no, we're gonna be corrupt as fuck. You know how we've been spying on you against the fucking Constitution and all these things. Get ready for more, motherfucker, because we ain't slowing down anytime soon. Soon we all gathering you dick pics. That's what this is saying. That soon it's going to be the NSC and the Space Council. They're all going to be looking at our dick pics. Section 6, Users Advisory Group. The Council shall convene a Users Advisory Group pursuant to Public Law 101-611, Section 121, composed of non-federal representatives of industries and other persons involved in aeronautical space activities. Members of the group shall serve without any compensation for their work for the group. Members of the group while engaged in the work of the group may be allowed travel expenses, including per diem leave of subsistence, to the extent permitted by law for persons serving intermittently in government service, consistent with the availability of funds. I'm not that mad about that, because our fucking spending really is out of control, dude. But there's a lot of things that, like, there's a lot of ways to cut back spending that they're not doing. The group shall report directly to the council and shall provide advice or work product solely to the council. I haven't found out whether or not they meet in closed or open settings. I don't think they're going to meet in an open setting, though. I don't think this is how these things work. Section 7, Administrative Provisions. To aid in the performance of the functions of the Council, the Office of the Administration and the Executive Office of the President shall provide the Council with administrative support on a reimbursable basis and legal advice of the Council. What the fuck did I just kick? Oh, yeah. Well, fucking... one of my bongs broke, and I still just keep the the body around, just hoping one day I can set it up to be glass on glass. Cause this right here, this is made not to be glass on glass. But again, legalize it. I like small bongs. I also like beaker bongs, so like a tiny beaker bong's like the greatest thing in the world. If that was glass on glass, that would have been like my second favorite bong ever. Again, you like roads, legalize it. I've already made a video about it. I'll link it later. Or just find it. If you give a fuck. I really don't care. I don't care. Find it or don't. Find the meaning behind that statement or not. It doesn't mean a fucking hill of beans of difference to me. Was it going to affect my job search tomorrow? No. It's not going to. Agencies shall cooperate with the Council and provide such information and advice to the Council as may... we gotta go read Section B. To the extent practical permitted by law, including the Economy Act and within existing appropriations, agencies serving on the Council and integrity councils and committees that affects space policy or strategy shall make resources. Do you ever read a word that you've read a bazillion times and for some reason it just makes you feel dumb? Including but not limited to personnel, office support, and printing. Available to the Council as reasonably requested by the Chair or upon the Chair's decision, the Executive Secretary. Agencies shall cooperate with the Council and provide such information and advice to the Council as it may reasonably request to the extent permitted by law. Section 8. Report. Within 1 year of the date of this order and annually thereafter, the Council shall submit a report to the President setting forth an assessment of and recommendations for the space policy and strategies of the United States government. General provisions. Section 9. General provisions. This order supersedes Executive Order 12,675 of April 20th, 1989, establishing the National Space Council. To the extent this order is inconsistent with any provision of earlier executive presidential memorandum, this order shall control. Okay. They're just saying, fuck all that old bullshit, man. It's Trump running the game now, dog. We got the Trump dick up in this house. If any provision of this order or the application of such provision is held to be invalid, the remainder of this order and other dissimilar applications such as provision shall not be affected. This order is not intended to and does not create any rights or benefits, substantive or procedural, forcible law, or inquiry by any party against the United States, its departments, agencies, or entities, its employers, officers, agents. I read this a while back and I fucking mistook it. It's just saying these motherfuckers can't sue people. Nothing in this order shall be construed to impair or otherwise affect the authority granted by law to an executive department or agency or the head thereof, or the functions of the director of the Office of Management and Budget relating to budgetary, administrative, or legal proposals. This order shall be implemented with applicable law, consistent with applicable law, and subject to the availability of appropriations. Motherfuckers appropriate a lot of shit. We'll get back to this one. I thought this one was like this thing. The Fall of the Roads Act. 115th Congress of the United States of America, at the first session begun and held at the city of Washington, 2 Tuesday, the 3rd day of January 2017. To amend Title V, the United States Code. We're going to Google that in a minute. I'll just Google that by hand, because if I copy pasta, I'll lose my screenshot. To extend certain protections against prohibited personnel practices and other purposes. Be enacted by the State Senate and House Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled. Section 1, short title. This act may be cited as the Follow the Rules Act. Section 2, prohibited personnel actions based on ordering an individual to violate rule or regulation. A, in general, subparagraph D of Section 2302, Part B, Section 9 of Title V, United States Code is amended by inserting rule or regulation after law. Technical correction. Such subparagraph is amended by striking 4. Here, we'll just... Okay, right? I can just screenshot that in a minute. Title 5, United States Code. We're going to get a quick overview of that. Title 5, United States Code outlines the role of government organizations, employees in the United States Code. Is also titled specifies federal holidays. This is probably one of the things that makes it so easy for special interest groups and lobbyists and essentially just rich motherfuckers to bribe politicians and do what the fuck exactly what I was talking about when I was speaking about the Space Council being corrupt. Just because fucking you get power, people want to pay you. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Let's go read some chat. We've been going for 26 minutes. Ain't nothing in chat. Let's see. Fuck that. And we just read this one. Fuck. Don't look at my porno! It's too much porn over there. Alright, this is the other one I was going to read. 115th Congress of the United States of America. At the first session, begun and held at the city of Washington on Tuesday of the 3rd day of January 2017. Same day as last law that they passed. I meant to say, what's this one called? A bill to amend section 1214 of Title V of the United States Code to provide for stays during a period that merits system protection board lacks a quorum. Holy fuck, no wonder I didn't remember the name. I was like, I can't remember the name of this one. Well, no shit. It's like fucking the title at the beginning of fucking Paradoxes of Defense, which is in another room. To amend section 1214 of Title V United States Code to provide for stays during a period that the Merit Systems Protection Board lacks a quorum, be enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled. Section 1 stays by MSPB during periods with no quorum. I don't know what the fuck that means. I'm gonna have to read all that. I'm gonna have to have another video where we read Title V. You know what? That's fine. That's fucking great, actually. If I remember to do it in between the reefer and the fucking concussions I've been getting lately. Well, just the one. But sword quietly onto the face really puts a fucking wrench up in your gears, man. It's like, I'm gonna crack my skull. I feel fucking weird. Be enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled. So, we already read that part. Section 1214B. Okay, you guys already see. Part 1, Part B of Title V of the United States Code is amended by inserting I before the board may and adding a statement at the end following. If the board lacks the number of members appointed under Section 1201 to required to constitute a quorum. Let's talk about constituting a quorum after this. Any remaining members of the board who is appointed by and with advice and consent of the Senate may, upon request, by the special council extend for extend the period of stay any stay granted under subparagraph A. Okay. Speaker of the House of Representatives, blah 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 blah. So let's talk about quorums. Damn, all my dank memes are gone. Forming a quorum. All right, we did this back when I was going to my parents' church. So after you get to a certain rank, you get this thing in the Mormon church. You get this thing called the Aaronic priesthood, and that moves up to the Melchizedek priesthood. The Aaronic priesthood starts out with people like deacons. There's another, and I don't remember anybody above deacons, but like there's like 3 stages you go through, which is like 14 to like 15 to 17 up, maybe, I don't remember. But we would have to form quorums in these. Like, you had to form a deacon quorum, or you had to form another quorum. You had to form quorums. You had to have enough people there to have an official meeting. And it wasn't that many people, but if there wasn't enough people there, it just wasn't going to happen. Like, they were just like, well, we can't form a quorum, so we're not doing anything today. Okay. That's not the way it worked for, like, say, like Boy Scouts. That was the way it worked for, like, official church activities. The quorum was for the church was fairly easy to form. You just need, like, 3 dudes. But still, like, 2 people show up, you're SOL. So, forming a quorum is getting enough motherfuckers in the same room to be officially recognized as a moving part, as a potent force of lawmaking. That's how we'll term it. Let's see what this one's about. Oh, hey, we could also read this one. Oh, fuck it. We'll just go over to... Oh, good God, no. We already read that one. Let's see which one's... Let's do that one. Let's see what's up with this. PHS. Oh, okay, that was the one thing. Alright, we'll read this thing. HR 1238, Securing Our Agricultural and Food Act. 115th Congress of the United States of America. At the first session, began held in the city of Washington on Tuesday, the 3rd day of January 2017. To amend Homeland Security Act of 2002. Oh. Talk about some fucked laws, man. To make the Assistant Secretary of Homeland Security for Health and Affairs responsible for coordination the efforts of the Department of Homeland Security related to food, agriculture, and veterinary disease against terrorism for other purposes. Okay. I didn't understand that at all. I was thinking too much about the goofy voice. We just have to go over that one more time. To amend Homeland Security Act of 2002 to make the Assistant Secretary of Homeland Security for Health Affairs responsible for coordinating the efforts of the Department of Homeland Security related to food, agriculture, and veterinary defense against terrorism, and for other purposes. It may be enacted by the Senate of House of Representatives of the United States of America and Congress assembled. I gotta drink some water because that fucking voice is killing my throat. Thanks for waiting. Section 1, short title. This act may be cited as Securing Our Agricultural Food Act. Section 2, Coordination of Food, Agriculture, and Veterinary Defense Against Terrorism. Terrorism! The Earthlings are attacking! It's my fucking bird. When I yell, I scare him. I should yell less, but I'm so fucking ADHD. I can't control it. I'm just tearing all the time. A. In general, Title 5 of the Homeland Security Act of 2002. 6 USC. Huh? Okay. ET 6 USC 311 ET SEQ, I don't even know what the fuck that is amended by adding at the end of the following new section, Section 528, coordination of the Department of Homeland Security efforts related to food, agriculture, and veterinary defense against terrorism. A program required the Secretary acting through the Assistant Secretary for Health Affairs and shall carry out a program to coordinate the department's efforts related to defending the food, agriculture, and veterinary systems of the United States against terrorism and other high consequence events that pose a risk to Homeland Security. You know, I'm such a dumbass. When they were saying veterinary terrorism, I was like, yeah, I don't think that's the word you use for veterans. He's not smart. Yeah, this guy over here, he knows what he's talking about. And he gets the people that heal with your dogs, and the people that jump out of airplanes confused real easy. It's all rocket science over here. Program B. Program elements. The coordination program required by subsection A shall include at a minimum the following: providing oversight and management of the department's responsibilities pursuant to Homeland Security, Presidential Directive 9, Defense of the United States, Agriculture and Food, Defense of the United States, Agriculture and Food. Providing oversight and integration of the department's activities related to veterinary, public health, food, defense, and agricultural study. Leading the department policies, initiatives relating to food, animal, and agricultural incidents, at the impact of such incidents on animal and public health. Leading the department's policy initiatives relating to all domestic preparedness and collective response to agricultural terrorism. No, that's not something you hear very often, but it's definitely a thing. It used to be a thing in the 90s, because like we didn't have actual terrorists. People were just like fucking blowing up trees and dams and shit because they were like, free the fish. I'm not even getting into that. Coordinating with other department components, including U.S. Customs and Border Protection, as appropriate on activities related to food and agricultural security and screening procedures for domestic imported products. That was wrong. Agricultural terrorism is more like these people went to a farm and they fucking released all the animals there. You might say, I just learned how. No, this wasn't a factory farm. It was just some motherfucker's farm. They just made some dude's life harder. Coordinating with other departments, components, including U.S. Customs Border Protection, as appropriate, on activities related to food and agricultural security and screening procedures for domestic and imported products. Coordinating with appropriate federal departments and agencies, other activities determined necessary by the Secretary. Rule C. Rule of construction. Nothing in this section may be construed or as altering or suspending the authority of the Secretary of Agriculture or the Secretary of Human Health and Human Services. Clerical amendment. The table of contents of Section 1B of Homeland Security Act of 2002 is amended by striking the items related to Sections 523, 524, 525, 526, and 527. And by inserting after the item relating to the Section 522 following 523, guidance and recommendations. Section 524, voluntary private sector preparedness, accreditation, and certification programs. Section 525, acceptance of gifts. Section 520, bribes. Section 526, integrated public alert and warning system modernization. Section 527, national planning and education. Section 528, coordination of the Department of Homeland Security efforts related to food, agriculture, and veterinary defense against terrorism. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Vice President of the United States. We're going to change scenes again. You're back in my face. Oh, good Lord. It feels like my face just fucking fell out of my face. That doesn't make any sense. It's because my brain's melting now. I could probably just like take my headphones off and fucking pour it out of my ear right now. Yeah. that's gonna be it for today. This is just kind of an impromptu stream. This starts off a lot like fucking turned down for what? Turned down for what? But it doesn't like hit like it does. Turn down for what? This is all from the YouTube free music section. This is all free YouTube music. Hey, people be blowing me up. It's time to go play video games with my homeboys. Why you said, Timmy, why are you doing that when you be streaming? Cause man, the more people I shoot in the face, the better I get at shooting motherfuckers on the face on Twitch. So when I do get a job, when I do get my job, fucking washing old people vomit off of dishes, I'm gonna have my skills sharp for when I get my next gamer rig that's already half put together. My next streaming setup, which is not half put together. It's over for everybody. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I actually have a macro for this one.